Happy Thursday. I am Christine Kidder, and I'm excited to go live again on LinkedIn. This is my second time, count it, second time. I am your career job search guide and coach, helping you to find work that works for you. And I'm really excited to be here. This is kind of an impromptu pop-up LinkedIn Live for me. And I'm not going to keep you super long, but if you are on this, please comment, please like. I really want to hear from you. That's very important. But yeah, I want to hear from you. I'm talking today about why some people find a job, some people have a successful job search and find something very easily versus others who struggle. Why does that happen? Why is it easy for some and difficult for others? And I've talked with a lot of women, especially, that have had this experience. And also, too, and I typically talk with a lot of women in human resources. I talk with women in marketing and sales, and also executives in leadership roles. So in all those groups, I do find women and men, but I've been talking with a lot of women lately who are struggling with their job search. But then I have talked with other women that have found something right away. Again, why is that? It comes down to something that my coach has shared with me, and I'm also seeing another coach as well. So I'm working with two coaches right now to help me to be a better coach to my clients. But it comes down to the knowing doing gap. You probably haven't heard of this. And let me give you an example of it. I'll have a bunch of examples for you. But the biggest thing is when people are trying to go on a diet and trying to lose weight, yet they go ahead and they eat that piece of chocolate cake. I mean, I've done that. We've all done that. And you know what you should do, yet you don't do it. So again, that's the knowing doing gap. Smoking. Smoking is a really tough addiction, and many people know what they need to do when they're trying to stop smoking, yet they don't do it. Again, the knowing doing gap. Also in school, we think about our educational system. We have all spent years and years to get education, to get knowledge. We have all this knowledge in our brains, even with our training. And with me being in human resources with all of my years of experience, I know how much companies invest in training, yet it's not implemented. There's a gap. Even though companies have invested billions of dollars in training, they still have employees who are not doing what they should be doing. What do we do about that? What's the answer? Why does that occur? And it comes down to your beliefs. What do you believe? What do you truly, truly believe in your soul? What is going on? And I'm not trying to get woo-woo on you when I'm talking about your soul, but it's like deep within you, what do you truly believe? You really have to examine that, and you have to look at that, because you can spend all the money in the world on training and education, on getting that information, but, and here's the big but, if you don't execute on it, if you don't take action, then you're not going to get the results. Knowledge alone does not give you results. You have to take action on that knowledge, and the action is determined by what you truly believe. If you look at your results, because your results come from your action, and you really look at those actions, what are the beliefs that are behind that? I have a quote to share with you. This is a quote that I came across in the last couple of days, and I just had to share this. And it's from Earl Nightingale, who is one of the founders in the self-help industry. And the quote is, "Whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality." I'm going to say that again. Whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality. It's pretty good quote. I mean, it really says so much. It kind of leaves me speechless, as you can say, but it's been sticking in my head, and it was one of the things that I wanted to cover in this pop-up when I came online. Also, too, again, going back to the beliefs, it tells us that we really need to work from the inside out. We are so influenced by our environment, by outside things, by the news, by social media, by what other people say to us, by going to school, by going to work. I mean, we're constantly inundated with information coming at us from all fronts, and it keeps on getting worse. It hasn't gotten any better. I'm grateful for my cell phone and for technology, but at the same time, it's increased exponentially all the things that are coming at us. But the one truth that holds true is we really need to operate from the inside out. And that's a key thing when I'm coaching my clients, is really making sure that we're operating from the inside out. It's really important. You don't want to let the outside world influence or change you. You have to be true to yourself, your purpose. What is your purpose? And are you doing what you're doing right now in your work? Because I focus more on your work life. Granted, we're not in a vacuum, and all areas of our life come together. But because of my expertise in human resources over the years, it was being an HR leader, I would see so many people in the workplace. And when I was interviewing people, because I did a lot of interviews, I did a lot of hiring, I would see the knowing doing gap. I've had to fire a lot of people. I've had to fire a lot of people, and I've also had to eliminate a lot of positions. I've done a lot of that. And it always comes down to the knowing doing gap. People know what they should do, yet they don't do it. And that's why, that's really how I try to help my clients. One of the ways that I try to help them is to hold them accountable, because we can be like robots and we don't see what we are doing. So again, the key thing is, don't let the outside world influence you. If you have to not watch the news, I mean, just don't. It's just turn off the news. It's a good thing to do for yourself. Minimize your time on social media. I'm grateful for LinkedIn because I feel that has helped so much. But even on LinkedIn, any good thing you can overuse, you can do too much of it, and you want to make sure that what you're doing is helping you get the results that you need. So again, just to kind of review, I mean, we have to take action, and that's the gap, the knowing doing gap. And again, the reason why some people are successful in a job search and others aren't successful in a job search, it really comes down to your beliefs. And that's happened to me as well. And the example I have to share is becoming a triathlete. I didn't know how to swim as a kid. I just kind of was doing goofy swimming stuff like the doggy paddle, which was totally ridiculous. It doesn't get you very far when I was an adult. And I decided I wanted to do triathlons after doing marathons. I also realized I needed to take swimming lessons. So I started with that. But anyway, I also, as a incompetent swimmer, I did get better with taking swimming lessons, but I also had a major, major fear of open water swimming. Major fear. Oh, and again, I want to remind you, please comment or like. I appreciate any likes that, or any comments that you have. But so anyway, I had this terrible fear of swimming in open water, specifically since I'm in the Chicago area in Lake Michigan. How did I overcome that? It was super difficult, and I struggled with it. I had to change my beliefs. It didn't matter how many swim coaches I saw, how many lessons I took, and I wound up working with like 3 different swimming coaches. At the end of the day, it had to be my belief. I had to change my belief. And I did. And I'm happy to say in 2018? It seems like so long ago. I successfully completed the Chicago Triathlon, and I had an amazing experience. I never, ever would have known that I would have had such a great experience. It was super hot. But I had the best part, because in triathlon, I don't know if you know, you swim, you bike, and you run. Guess which one was the best experience for me? And I'm super comfortable running. I'm very comfortable. That is my comfort zone. Out of the 3, my favorite was the swim. And right now, talking about it, I can't wait to get back into Lake Michigan and swim in Lake Michigan. So just had to share that with you. And again, it comes down to belief. And if you're struggling with your job search, or you may not be doing a job search right now, but you're struggling in your career, you just don't know what you should do, where you should go, what should be your next step. Don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up. Don't do that, please. That's not productive. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve anyone. Please don't do that. I'm here to help. I want to be of service to you. I have lots of free resources. I will tell you, though, you need to have skin in the game. It's important when you need to be on the hook. You need to put yourself on the hook to get the results that you want. Because when you really think about it, you're kind of you are risking your life. Think about it. Life is not a dress rehearsal. We only have this one life. You should be really going after your dream. You should be living your life the way you want to be right now. If you're not, you're wasting it. I mean, you're already in. You can't take it back. You can't say, oh, this is just a dress rehearsal. I'm going to step out and go get some coffee. No, you can't do that. It doesn't work. You need to do it now. You really have to take those risks and do it now. And I'm here to help you. You can take a baby step, and I have a new career clarity call. And that's my call to action to you, is to, well, definitely like or comment. Just give me your reaction on this. I would really need your feedback. I want to hear from you. And then also I will put, I did in my post this morning, I put information on my career clarity call, but that is in 30 minutes, we really go over you and your career and I ask you thought-provoking questions to trigger, what's going on? What are the results that you want? And then I hear you, so that way I can tell you what the next steps are, what you need to do, what your beliefs are, and where I see your challenges, because you don't know what you don't know, and I want to help you with that. So anyway, I'm just going to check really quick to see if I have any comments, and yeah, I think for now I'm going to go ahead and share this video later. But I really appreciate your attention and your feedback, and please DM me with any questions that you may have. But it's not a dress rehearsal. Life is not a dress rehearsal right now. Really spend the time thinking about what your beliefs are and how they are holding you back. Don't beat yourself up, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.